Hello. Welcome to Heretic Owl Tarot. My name is Liz, and I just realized that the acronym, is that the right word, for Heretic Owl is HO, and HO is one of my favorite words. So, welcome, hoes. Become a hoe, subscribe to the channel. I figured since this was just kind of my first set of videos that I would just make a quick intro to put at the beginning of each of these videos. And please forgive my dog if you can hear him chewing on a bone. He is not a fan of when I talk to anybody except for him. So when I do, he has to be loud. But he's perfect. I love him. He could do no wrong. So, my intention here, I just want to kind of, like I said, set a little bit of expectation. My intention here is to talk about you. In the words of RuPaul, if you can't love yourself, how in the hell are you supposed to love somebody else? Can I get an amen? So it all starts with us, right? And my intention is to kind of help you maybe get through some blocks, maybe see some things differently, get you to where you want to go, you know, maybe a little bit of advice along the way. And for me and my journey to self-love and authenticity, you are helping me heal my voice, obviously by using it. This is the most terrifying thing for me. But at the same time, it's like all that I can think about is kind of starting this channel and connecting with you guys and, you know, like connecting my voice to the collective as well. So thank you again for being here. Please, you know, leave comments. I would love to read them. Also, last thing before we get into the reading, I do kind of try my best to explain the cards a little bit. So use your own discernment and your own intuition to interpret the cards as well, because I might be saying the cards mean a certain thing and the story is connecting in a certain way for me, and you could see it as connecting for you in a different way. And go with that. That is definitely real. We all have our own intuition. If you are watching tarot videos, you may have a knowledge in tarot anyway, or at least a basic knowledge in it. So if there's a message there for you that I'm not saying, it is a message for you. So accept it, you know, even if it's coming from yourself. That is even better. So again, thank you so much for being here. And if you like the content, I would appreciate if you subscribed and shared. And let's get into the videos. Hi, Gemini. Welcome to January 2022. I don't know why I have a hard time saying January 2022. If you hear my dog, I apologize. Again, I think I said in the intro, he's really not a fan of if I am talking to anybody but him, so he'll calm down. Anyway, so let's talk January 22. I don't know, for some reason I keep getting this thought kind of goes through my mind of, is 2022 going to be the year that 2020 coulda, shoulda, woulda been? But, you know, maybe there's things that have changed, you know, since then, and we're more clear about what we want in our lives or where we're heading, you know? So anyway, I have my Gemini, or I have Gemini as my North Node, which, you know, kind of speaks to communicating, speaking, which is very much what my intention is. You know, obviously, like I was saying, with this channel is to just kind of heal my voice in the sense of using it confidently, because I haven't. It's just kind of my my experience, which we don't necessarily need to go into. So what we are going to do is there's going to be a 4-card spread. I don't know why, for some reason, I feel like I've said this in the intro, and I don't think I have. So that's why I was just kind of blanking out for a minute. So first position is what your current energy is. To the left of that is what is blocking you. Underneath that is how do we clear that block? What's the advice? Fourth card is kind of where we're heading. So it's kind of like a what's bringing us back and then propelling us forward. We only do upright cards unless on its way out it does a triple toe loop or something and ends up in the reverse position. We only take 1 card at a time. Also, we might take 2 if they come out together. But if the card flips in the deck, we don't take those. We want the message to be clear. So we ask for them to fall out. So let's get started. So what's the current energy for Gemini? Current energy for Gemini. 3 of Cups. Love that. Feeling supported. Feeling good. 3 of Cups talks about celebration. Cups are about your emotions. So, I mean, you could be celebrating something. You could be feeling good about your, like I said, the support group that you have around you. You could be feeling good about your friends that you have around you. That's awesome energy to start the year at. Maybe you had a good time on New Year's Eve. So let's see what's blocking you. I mean, I feel like this is just kind of like straightforward. There's not much else to say about it. Like, feeling good, feeling great. Feeling good, feeling great. All right, what is the block? King of Pentacles, and he flipped over in the deck, so obviously wanted to come out. And I don't know why I just shuffled those, but I think it was the Ace of Swords that was at the bottom of the deck. I guess I'll never know now. Anyway, King of Pentacles in the blocked position, that could be some worry about your money. Pentacles talk about the material things. The King is the highest expression of Pentacles. It's kind of, you know, like you've worked your way up the ladder. It's being an expert in your field. Having a good savings account, you know, like all of those things. So with it being in the blocked position, you could have a concern about your job, or you could have a concern about your finances. Pentacles also talk about the physical body. So you could have maybe some health things that are coming up that you want to get addressed. But it's awesome, you know, like to have this support system around you. So, you know, maybe, and of course, you know, we'll see what the card is to help kind of through the block. But, you know, it's hard sometimes if you're one of those people like I am that has a hard time reaching out for help, or actually, sharing or expressing to your support system how you really feel. Like not keeping up the mask or the facade about everything's fine, And I say that just because, like I said, with the King of Pentacles being in the blocked position, there might just be something financially, job-wise, health-wise that you are concerned about. And, I know it's hard to be vulnerable, and I know that it's also hard because a lot of people have a hard time giving space to people who are going through a tough time. Like they want to tell you, it's not as bad as you think, or, let's look at the positives. Let's look at what you do have, write a gratitude list, all of the things, and sometimes it's just like, no, it just fucking sucks right now. Like, I just want to talk about how it sucks right now. And we have the Three of Swords and how to, like, what's the advice, how to unblock this situation. And we have the Seven of Wands at the bottom. Yeah, like to me, just this Three of Swords, it's kind of like, he's literally wearing his heart as a necklace. I don't know if you can see that. He's literally wearing his heart as a necklace. The swords talk about your thoughts. So I know like a lot of people associate the Three of Swords to heartbreak. And obviously, hello, there's 3 pins going through the heart. So yeah, that is definitely a thing, but it's more so like the way that we think about it. It's, like that, our thought process, our, like the depression or the sadness that lives in our heads about it, like how we think about what we're going through. So this could be, with the Three of Swords coming up in the advice or like how to get through this block, it could be saying, I'm getting a couple different things. So one of them is to feel your feelings, like, let those thoughts come in, whatever these worries are here. It's like, and he's looking even in that direction. If I were to put the card here, he's like looking at what this block is. So really take a look at it and evaluate, what is it? What is the problem? What are the options for getting through it? And again, I keep coming back to this Three of Cups because it seems like you do have an amazing support group around you, whether that's friends, family, co-workers. If you're in a relationship, it could be that. If you belong to any type of, like specific communities, So this is almost kind of like, let it be known, like what you're struggling with. Like literally wear your heart on your sleeve and, see if there's, like, it's almost kind of like allowing people, like allowing them to help you. Because most people, like, especially, of course, if they are in our friend group or they are family, like for the most part, they do want to help. So, and they don't know unless you tell them, they can't read your mind. So, the other thing that I'm getting too is that maybe you do just kind of need to mourn and accept whatever this is. Like, again, with the King of Pentacles being in the what's blocking you position, maybe you have had some sort of a job loss or a financial loss or something along those lines. And it could be your health too. there could just be some things that you just need to look at and accept for what they are, you know, in order to move forward. Let's see where we're headed. What's next? Last card for Gemini. My OCD, like they have to be straight. The Emperor, yes. And we have the Devil at the bottom. Okay. The Emperor to me is, it's the masculine energy to the Empress. So it's, putting in the work. I always kind of think of him as like being the CEO or, you know, like the manager. Whereas, you know, like the Empress is feminine energy, like receiving, nurturing, flowing, you know, like the Emperor is kind of the opposite of that. Where, you know, he's putting in the hard work. I was trying to figure out if he's like sitting on a bench. Yeah, it looks like it. Usually he is like on some sort of like throne. So yeah, you know, like seeing this kind of whole story come out here, it's, you know, first of all, you do have, you know, this great group of friends, support around you. And again, I keep saying friends, but again, you know, it can really be anything. It could be colleagues, it could be family, that can support you through whatever this speed bump is. And, you know, some acceptance being needed on your end just to, you know, okay, this is where I am, and kind of start putting in the work, you know, like it's time to start kind of crawling out of whatever this is, crawling out of the hole. But it's by doing, you know, putting in action. Oh, I don't know if this is okay. Sorry, I thought it was falling. My camera. And having the Devil at the bottom. Is it falling? Sorry. Now all of a sudden it feels like it is, but I'm just gonna leave it for the time being. So having the Devil at the bottom, it's kind of like, it's like the message that I'm getting with that is, you know, don't fool yourself. Like, don't, you know, the Devil talks about addictions and, I mean, he's holding like a bottle there, you know, I mean, addictions can be anything. And we have the Five of Swords underneath that. So, to me, this just kind of has a feeling of like, don't allow yourself to, kind of fall into this frame of mind, like very kind of victim-y, maybe, maybe not seeing that there is a better way, like maybe getting stuck here or here. And that kind of transferring to, you know, just wanting to numb out, like, and distract yourself really is what it comes down to. So, and like I said, you know, the Five of Swords underneath that, fives are generally, um, fives generally talk about conflict. So with the swords being, again, frame of mind, you know, it's just like getting into the cycle of, like I said, distraction, or really kind of fooling yourself. It's really kind of like, I'm trying not to, I don't know, like I don't want to be too rough, I guess, but I'm just, I promised myself when I started making these videos that I would say what comes to mind. And of course, you know, my intention is never to be hurtful. So just to kind of wrap everything up here, because I feel like at this point I'm kind of repeating myself. Really, you know, like look to your friend group. And now I'm getting this other story. I'll kind of mention it really quick here. Maybe your friend group has changed, or your community, your workplace, you know, whatever, like maybe that's changed in January, or it is changing in January, and there's some discomfort there. And again, like just kind of having to mourn maybe the loss of friendships, the loss of a job, the loss of some sort of, you know, like connection. I also think it's interesting that there's a 3 and a 3 here. So threes do, it's a little bit of a transitionary period, and then we go into the 4. So, you know, there's a progression here regardless of what's going on. So it's really, you know, like, and then kind of standing in your power. Maybe it's just kind of being sure of yourself and where you're going. And with the Devil here at the bottom of the deck, just a quick, you know, I think it's more of just a little warning to, you know, just kind of try to stay out of this energy as best as you can. I mean, I can't even tell you how many times I've cycled through Devil energy. But again, you know, just a little bit of a warning just to kind of stay outside of, you know, the numbing. And maybe there is an addiction, some sort of physical addiction that you're working through. And the Emperor, he's gonna do it. The Emperor is very headstrong, like, whatever the Emperor sets its mind to, it's gonna do it. So, you know, that could very well be it too. So I think I'm gonna leave it there, and I'll see you in February. Thank you. Bye.